don't think anyone really does wake up with an urgency around financial resilience because I think we're all just busy, like really busy, and our lives are full on. But for me, it began in 2003. And I remember the day he told me he was leaving. The Iraq War had just been called, and my husband, who was a reservist soldier, actually a reporter, was invited along. Now, this came as a little bit of a shock for me because I married a reporter. Now, I should have been a dead giveaway because at the wedding, he was wearing a uniform. So, should have realised it came with a catch, but I didn't. I didn't realise that there'd be that tap on the shoulder because normally reservist soldiers are not conscripted to go to war. We don't live on a base. We don't have free dental and health care. So I wasn't expecting an environment where we'd have to show up on that platform. But the Iraq War was called and he said, "Lou, I have to go." And I said, "Well, why do you have to go when we have a 2 and a 4-year-old? And he said, "Well, how can I not go when we have a 2 and a 4-year-old? And you know what? You can't argue against world peace. You're never going to win that battle. It's like if you're married to a fireman and it's Christmas Day and there's a fire, he's going to go, right? So that's just what they're prepared to do. Now, this was back in the days, and I don't know if many of you remember, but chemical warfare was a real possibility. The anthrax virus was something we had heard about way before COVID, and we were preparing for a fairly dirty war. So to have a husband leave for that space was a place where I had to really, truly contemplate, he may not make it back. And because of a history that predated that time, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, if he was not to return, or if the man that leaves is not the man that comes home, then I'm going to need to show up in a very different way. And that was the place where I went, I have to learn to do life a bit differently.